Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm picking up another project car. Like, I need another one, but it was a good deal and I really wanted one of these JDM Legends for a long time. So what I'm getting is a Pulsar GTI-R, and the significance behind them is they're all-wheel drive, turbo, they have ITBs, and it needs some work. It looks like it needs a clutch. It has Nismotronic, but my friend Chris is letting me borrow his trailer and he is actually coming with me. What's going on, Chris?
Oh, you know, just another project car for Dave here.
Yeah, like I need another one. I have one that's not even picked up in New Hampshire, but let's head up to Denver. We need to go.
This one's closer.
Yeah, this one's a little bit closer. I can pick it up myself, and we need to go to the DMV with the guy to get all the titles and everything transferred over because it is a Washington title. So he's going to get it in his name in Colorado, and then I think I should be able to get it directly in my name since I'm going with him. So it's about a 2-hour drive. We're gonna head up there. So just got to the guy's house, and here is the Pulsar. I've been really wanting one of these for a very long time, and it's in pretty decent condition, but it's been sitting for quite a while. So it has a front mount, the bumper's cut up. Obviously, I'm gonna want to get a new bumper. Also, there's a rust spot on the rear quarter panel. It's all apart. It has an aftermarket ECU. He was doing a new fuel system. It needs a new clutch put in it. I'm gonna have to paint it because it's a little bit all the paint's a little bit faded, but really only rust I could find on it was in this back corner right here, and this is pretty common on most of the Japanese cars. I guess this one has been sitting for a while too, but Colorado doesn't have a lot of salt or anything, so it's most likely from when it was in Japan. It has a 2-liter. It has the Nismotronic, so it has the boost actuator, the boost controller, and the good thing about the Pulsars is they have ITBs, and he said these are 1000cc injectors, and it also has 10-to-1 compression pistons. I guess the engine's built. We'll go through it. I'll probably do a whole new gasket kit in it. I'll probably try to get it running first and just kind of go from there. Clean a bunch of stuff up, probably clean up the intercooler piping. I mean, stuff's not connected. There's a lot of wires just kind of going everywhere. But what we're gonna do, get it off the jack stands, and then since Chris's trailer doesn't have a winch, we're gonna push it on the trailer. Just finished at the DMV up in Denver. So in Colorado, I guess county by county, you can only register a vehicle. In Minnesota, you pretty much could go to any DMV and get a car re-registered or get a title in your name. But here I have to go to Pueblo to get it in my name. I was just gonna do really simple since we're already there and just switch it from him to me. But we got the VIN inspection, everything is good to go, and I just need to get it running. So it doesn't run and drive, it just needs, I guess it has Nismotronic, it has 10-to-1 compression pistons, it has some stuff with it. So it's a project, but we'll get this thing running and driving again, and then I could get some plates on it. What do you think of my new project, Chris?
It's pretty cool, man. You don't see a lot of them.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really see any of them.
No.
So I guess we'll, I might mess with it a little bit today. We'll see what happens. But
yeah, we gotta find out if she rips for sure.
All right, so just got back to Pueblo and kind of cleaned out the car to figure out what was all in it. So I'm guessing that it has a spec clutch, which I really don't like spec clutches because they're pretty much garbage. They don't last very long, just from experience and people that I know, and I've used them and never had good luck with them. Maybe get like 100 miles, maybe 1,000 if you're lucky. But it looks like it has these, I have these Cosmo braces for my S13 too. I'll probably get rid of them. They're pretty much worthless. They tie in the doors into like the upper frame rail, and so I'll probably get rid of those. It has an Aeromotive fuel pump, I believe, in it. It has like a knockoff tile blow-off valve. I found a Tomei fuel pressure regulator. I was actually pretty excited about that. And then most of the other stuff is just kind of eBay stuff, which I probably won't use a lot of it on this car. Maybe I'll use some of these fittings, but we'll see what happens. It also has a HKS, I guess that's a boost controller, and it has a bunch of other stuff in here that I want to just kind of go through and clean up. Probably get rid of this this awesome, well, I guess that's glued to the dash. That's pretty tight. This boost gauge, it has this factory boost gauge. It has this green energy sweet quick release. The steering wheel, I don't know. I really don't like the looks of either of those. Probably those pedals down there. What do you think about those pedals?
It's the best part of the interior so
Oh
far.
man, and the wiring down there. Check this wiring out.
Yeah.
I gotta fix. Rat's nest. But also these wheels, they gotta go. And then probably all these stickers. Probably new hatch struts, because this trusty dusty piece of wood is just doing its thing. I guess it came from Japan. Japanese wood right there. And then for the rest of it, I mean, it has a few dents here and there. It has that little spot of rust in the back. Underneath, actually, you could see a little bit better now the car's on the trailer. There isn't really much rust. I mean, there's some surface rust on some of the iron components. This exhaust also has to go. I don't know who welded that, but it doesn't look like they knew how to weld. And yeah, the rest of the car, I mean, really looks not too bad for, you know, how Japanese cars are. They usually have a lot of rust underneath. This just has a lot of, you know, just surface rust, which isn't that big a deal. I could just go in and pretty much scuff it and undercoat it and get rid of all of that. But I think I got a pretty good deal on this. So what I want to do is, we just got to Chris's house. I helped him with his BRZ a little bit, but gonna go to my shop, drop this thing off, maybe throw a battery in it, check the oil. It's always suggested to check the oil. What do you think, Chris?
Definitely check the oil.
And then we'll try to crank her over, see how she sounds, see if she has good compression, and pretty much that'll probably be where it's at, because I need to wire up a bunch of stuff. It also came with some flex fuel sensor and a bunch of other stuff up here. The fuel line's in the car. I'm not exactly sure why this is inside the car. But yeah, it has a flex fuel sensor, which I just think this is like a Chinese one made in Mexico. Maybe it's a legit one. But if it works, it works. We'll see where it goes, because I'm going to tune this thing on EA5. It has an Ismotronic, but let's take this over to my shop, drop it off, try to get her started, or not started, but cranked, and see where we're at from there. I brought the FC battery over here. It had a positive, but there wasn't a ground, so I had a wrench. And that looks like a pretty good ground to me. I think it'll work. What do you think, Chris?
Well, the lights are blinking, so.
Yeah, we have blinking lights. I think we should try to crank her over. Just check the oil. We have good oil. I guess it smells like kind of like an SR. It has a brand new turbocharger on it. I don't think anything's in the intake manifold. Hopefully not, but let's try to fire her up.
Yeah, I think I can hear the throw-out bearing. Something was still spinning after the fact, so it's like maybe he attempted to put a clutch in and it's not right.
Or it just is.
You want to hear it?
Old clutch? Yeah, sure. Let's give her a crank. It's your.
You might have to hold the ground strap. You can see the clutch moving in that bell housing.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Did you hear the little spin after?
Here, do it again.
Yeah.
Not sure why everybody hates when I use starting fluid, but found a brand new bottle of starting fluid in the shop. So since it doesn't have any fuel, the fuel system isn't hooked up, we're gonna spray some in there. Hopefully she fires, I don't know. I do multiple things. I have to hold this on there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold my ground strap. And then I gotta squirt some of this juice in there. Okay, give her a go.
Ready?
Yeah. Oh, try it again. Woo! Starts right off. It might have high compression pistons in it. It had that little knock sound.
Yeah.
That's nice.
As long as that knock sound goes away, it's fine.
I mean, it probably hasn't ran in years. Here, we'll give her another little squirt. All right, give her a go.
Ooh, she sounds meaty, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I wonder what that noise is though. I wish I could get her running a little bit better.
What, the after the fact?
Yeah, you know what I might do?
You hear that spinning, right?
You know what I might do?
Huh.
Fuel pump to a fuel jug. We could get her to run great.
We could get her running right up.
Get her running great. Plus, it doesn't have a mass airflow sensor connected.
I'm just wondering if, like, maybe the throw-out bearing, something with that. Like, maybe it's not inside of the pressure plate on the way or something.
I don't know. We'll find out.
Yeah.
Let's get her some fuel.
The only fitting that will fit. A 180.
The only fitting that I had, or that I found.
Yeah, that would fit
in the box
on that
stuff.
We're going with the Walbro in bucket setup.
Well, now I need to find a bucket of fuel.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that part.
Yeah, I have some fuel in my pressure washer. Think that'll be all right?
Yeah.
I just put it in there. It's 91. Actually, I went to the gas station and put it. Actually, it might be 85. I can't remember right now. We ended up doing, this is a Tomei fuel pressure regulator. I just have it running from the fuel rail, and it just kind of goes onto the ground. I may put a cup down there, I may not. Then the fuel line that he had going through the car, I just brought it outside the car, and we have fuel. It kind of smells a little raunchy, so I just want to hear it idle for about maybe 30 seconds. All right. No, just crank it. All right.
Any fuel coming out?
No. I wonder if it just has like a...
Oh, we're leaking.
Where at?
Out of the fuel filter.
Round 2. We had a leak inside. All right. We're gonna try starting fluid with fuel and see what happens. All right. Try it again. All right, hold on. All right, try her again. Yeah, I think it's just clutch or throw-out bearing or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this fuel is too bad. So I think what we have going on here is the fuel's too bad. Who knows what the tune's set to? Who knows if it's actually firing the injectors? I have no clue right now. Haven't really messed with it. Actually, the resistor pack's unplugged. I wonder if I don't know where the harness is that goes to that, but this should be for the injectors, and I don't know if they're rewired in or not. I don't think they are. They look like the factory plugs. So maybe if I found the resistor pack, we can get her to fire. So found the resistor pack wiring for the injectors. We're gonna try it one more time with just fuel. All right. So yeah, clutch.
I can feel it in the clutch.
Clutch problem. Well, throw-out bearing problem, yeah. Probably.
Yeah.
But she runs. Yeah. Sounds great.
Yeah, sounds good.
No knocks, nothing.
No, that was all like a throw-out bearing or.
Yeah, literally. Throw that clutch in here.
Yeah.
And I bet it drive. Well, do this fuel system stuff, and I bet it drive fine.
Yeah, for sure.
I probably could probably just put all the a stock fuel system back in it.
Yeah.
Like delete all this weird stuff for now, and it'd probably just drive.
Yeah, it'll start right up.
Fired right up. Yeah. Pretty excited that the SR does actually run. I'm actually very surprised. So usually when you get cars off of Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist, it's always just who knows. I mean, you don't know if they have a rod knock because you can't start them, especially cars that are in this condition. And I got it pretty cheap. I paid $5,000 for this, so I feel like that was a really good deal, especially how rare these cars are. They're very hard to find. Like I said before, I love that this thing has ITBs. That's really the really good reason to get one of these. A lot of people say that they have a weak drivetrain, but the car doesn't weigh that much. A lot of people are trying to push a lot of horsepower out of them. I mean, I plan on getting this thing around 400, 450. It'll be a great car just to take to the track and drive around. What do you think, Chris?
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, this thing with 450 horsepower will be a fun daily driver, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need, I have cars that are fast. I don't need every car to be like a 700,000 horsepower car. So I'm the plans with this car is to get it running and driving good, fix this clutch issue, probably go through it. It looks like it does have a Cometa gasket, so it may actually have 10-to-1 compression pistons. I'd really like to see what rods are in it. Maybe just go through it and refresh the engine. Should only take like a day. I've rebuilt SRs many times. I do have a bunch of parts, so I have 264 cams. I could do dual springs, titanium retainers. I have Tomei adjustable cam gears. I could go through this and build this whole engine fully without spending much than a gasket kit. I'm just gonna end the video here. I'm really happy that I got this. Like I said, if you like these videos, if you like this content, if you like my other content, make sure to click the subscribe button, thumbs up, comment below, and give Chris a thumbs up because he let me borrow his trailer and he helped me all day. So we'll just kind of go from there and see you guys next time.